It's Week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Dalton Schultz. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Browns coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback. The 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now the numbers for Pierce last week: 12 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But now it's third down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Stroud sets up the play action. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Stroud now. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards. And the Browns first down.
To throw is DTR. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They run the option on second down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Play action. Now Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Throwing on second down, Thompson Robinson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. They're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Folk's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
On first down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down. Here's Pierce on the counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
They got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Thompson Robinson off of play action. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. First down, Browns.
Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, Thompson Robinson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Thompson Robinson now. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now to throw. That is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the the 41, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Stroud now on second down. This one left side caught by Collins. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
A give running right is Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Browns.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Texans' 12-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
Chubb diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Texans at 500, 7-7 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. As Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. 28 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And now the Browns coming out on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Thompson Robinson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Mechie, the man in motion. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll go play action here with Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. They'll get 30. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. The second down throw now from Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Thompson Robinson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Browns first down.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
22 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop for the game. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Looking deep here for Mechie. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be shut down, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3.
And again, it's Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it.
Being chased out left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Thompson Robinson to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. At the 35.
The DTR going to throw it here. Throw out wide is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Houston offense running back out, and we'll get another look at John Mechie.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still 1st down.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Another carry for Pierce.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Thompson Robinson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. A gain of 5 brings up
And once more, it's Thompson Robinson.
at the 34-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Browns.
Thompson Robinson now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is DTR.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Thompson Robinson off of play action.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Thompson Robinson now. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones.
And out of bounds right around the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Browns.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 37 yards. Thompson Robinson will throw for this. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game.